These 5 altcoins have made me and our members in Surge thousands of dollars just last week, and in this video I am going to go over exactly why you need to have these altcoins in your portfolios and why you need to start trading them to get gains like us. Starting off, we're gonna go with the second largest crypto coin by market cap, Ethereum. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this one. Its market cap is over $300 billion. I've got a chart of Ethereum right here. It is an amazing asset to own and trade because it respects levels very much. As you can kind of see here, I haven't drawn too many stuff on here to keep the chart clean, and I refresh it every single day. But as you guys can kind of spot, this is an amazing coin to trade because of how well it respects levels like support and resistance. As you can kind of see here, down here, it's respecting these levels religiously, and this is a common thing, and this is a common criteria with the picks that we chose for today's video. Ethereum is the largest pair other than Bitcoin, and it's obviously going to be the second easiest thing to trade. And if you're a beginner, I highly recommend that you start learning your footing with coins like these that are large, have a huge market cap, and have a lot of liquidity. Ethereum, on the other hand, technical side, it's down 46% from its all-time high, which signifies there's a lot of potential to move higher, especially if Bitcoin goes on to create new all-time highs. This is trading below 3,000 right now, so you can kind of think if all-time high was near $5,000, you can expect a 2 to 3x from Ethereum on the higher time frames, and this is why you should also own some of this spot. One more thing about Ethereum here is that it likes to be a very directional asset, and what I mean by that is that when it finds a direction or a bias, it tends to follow that bias for a very long time. We can spot that right here. You can kind of see it moves in waves. So what I mean by that, we're on the really higher time frames here. We're on the daily, so each candle represents a day's worth of price action. As you can kind of see here, this whole wave has been consistent downtrend, and then followed by a quick consolidation upwards, and then another wave of consistent downtrend. And then if you zoom back enough, you can kind of see that there's other waves up here, which you can kind of see that when it gains momentum with a certain direction or bias, it tends to follow that direction. And this is why I'm saying that it is very beginner friendly, because if you're just starting to get your footing into trading, it's an easy asset to trade because you can just follow the trend, and most of the time you're going to be right by probability. Moving on, our second coin, our second pick is going to be Solana. This is another coin that is huge. By huge, I mean top 5 market cap. Right now it's sitting at about $71 billion worth of market cap at around $150 per coin. I have to say here, Solana has been one of the strongest performers in terms of the large alts in 2024. That alone makes it an asset worth taking a look at. But apart from that, I really like to trade it because it is very liquid and the price action is amazing. It also likes to respect ranges and support and resistance. This is one of those trades or coins that I like to trade that have much stronger fundamentals going into them than technicals and are a lot longer time frame. So I tend to hold trades for a longer time, especially with Sol. Right now, my whole strategy has been buy low, sell high, and sell high and buy low. Basically, I've been selling whenever it's above this kind of range you kind of see right here, and buying whenever it's below this range, and it has been a perfect strategy. This is something called a grid strategy. You can also get this whole thing automated, but the way that I'm doing it, it seems to be profitable and I haven't taken a loss yet, so it might be a good idea for you guys to start looking into this as well. But yes, so far Ethereum and Solana has a lot of potential as well. It is around 40% lower than its all-time high, near the $300 mark, up at 260. And I believe that if Bitcoin gets to a new all-time high, this shouldn't have a problem forming well, because it already has proven itself during this beginning 2024 Q1 Q2 has shown a lot of promising potential. Moving on from Solana, we're going to go over to its direct competitor. So this is a coin called Say. This is one of the best projects that I'm currently looking at. This is basically a Solana alternative. They're building their own ecosystem with their own spin to it. It's going to be a lot more efficient, and the team behind it, the funds that are backing this, are very huge names in the industry, so that alone says enough. This is in the top 30 cryptos by market cap as well. It's sitting right above $1 billion worth of market cap at around 30 cents per coin. The all-time high per coin was $1, so obviously if it just gets to previous all-time high levels, this could literally be an easy 3x from prices that are current in the market right now at the time of filming. You can head over to their website as well to get more info. They have very active social media accounts and communities, so feel free to check these out. But let's get to the charts and let me show you why I like to trade this. Say right here, amazing, also directional, and as you can kind of see, it follows that blueprint that I showed you on ETH. So it's very one directional. It has that one trend that it follows on the specific time frames. This specific time frame is the daily, so it's a higher time frame, but as you can kind of see, it's very easy to trade. This is also one of those coins that you can trade level by level, but for me, I like to focus that on the lower market cap coins because they're a lot more volatile and you can squeeze a lot more moves in terms of percentage out of them. But this is a really nice coin to invest in and trade spot. So buy whenever we're dipping or whenever we're in a discount zone. For example, this red area right here is our high time frame support that I've drawn from December 23, and it's still trading right in that area, so it might be a good idea to pick up some of this spot as well. Moving on to our next pick, I've got two of them. They are very controversial, but they have made me the most money, and I say this with complete confidence. We're talking about Pepe and Whiff. So if you're not familiar with these are called meme coins, and what that means is basically this doesn't have any sort of intrinsic value behind it. It's not a valuable project. The only thing giving it its value is its community and people willing to buy it. Thing is, with a coin like this and the nature of the crypto community making this so big, it also creates a very volatile environment that is perfect for trading. And let me show you right here. This is my Pepe chart. You can kind of see right here. These are some of the trades that I had open. I usually keep these on for all my charts, but for Ethereum, for example, I like to trade that every single day, so I clear my chart regularly and these are, don't show up. For Pepe, we can kind of see here that it's very easy to trade. 3 levels are basically enough to start getting setups. You can have one range low, range high, and a mid range, and that's all you need to start getting setups. As you can kind of see, I've taken some losses, but ultimately I've had much more wins. So we've got win, we've got loss here, we've got a win, 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 loss, win, and then win. So, and these are all high risk reward trades that don't necessarily take a long time to fill. So you can take a guess and see why I like to trade this so much. It is very volatile. It can push out very volatile candles and, huge moves in a small amount of time. And if you know what you're doing, you know the direction of your trade, you have a bias, it's going to be very, very quick in and out, and you can make a lot of money really, really fast. The alternative to this, or I'd like to say it's, how can I say, sister coin, is going to be Whiff, because it's also a meme, so it doesn't have any real world utility backing it. It's completely backed by the people trading, and it's near that. So it's the 55th coin by market cap. Pepe was top 30. This is the 55th, so it's much smaller. This is also the all-time highs were at near $5. Right now it's sitting just below 1.7, and if this ends up having a decent run, you can expect a 2 to 3x from this easily. For me, it's not about keeping a lot of this in my spot portfolio. I like to trade this because, as you can kind of see, it's a very volatile coin, and this is for shorter time frames. This is a blessing. I'd say Pepe for the higher time frame, high volatility trading, and then Whiff for the very short time frame moves that you want to squeeze out of the market, quick in and out trades. This is going to be your perfect solution. So now that we've got these two out of the way, I'm considering them as one because this is basically the same sector. It's just two different alternatives for different time frames. But what we have here, we've got STX as our last pick and our final pick. STX is going to be our Bitcoin narrative play. So what I mean by that is that this is a Bitcoin scaling solution. The whole point of this project is to give Bitcoin, to make it more efficient and to enable people to start building on top of the Bitcoin network. As you guys know, the Bitcoin network is a little bit outdated because it was made a very long time ago. Even though it gets updated quite often, it needs projects like these to solve its problems and create solutions. So this is called a layer 2 solution project. It's an amazing project. It's down around 55% from its all-time high. So right now it's trading at $1.7 and all-time highs were near $4. lower. So if it ends up following Bitcoin above all-time highs, for example, you can expect a nice 2x from this as well. This is their website, stacks.co, and you can look at their apps and what they're doing, who they're working with. It's a huge team. They're constantly delivering, and it's an amazing project. So this is why I really like to trade this as well. Again, this is one of those more directional coins that I like to trade. Apart from Whiff, Pepe, and Bitcoin ETH, for example, I don't really like to trade intraday moves or like small moves with these pairs. If I do, it ends up being a very high time frame move. So if I expect a swing or a shift in momentum in terms of trends, so if this holds trend down, I expect it to go up, I'm going to be looking to get into positions on all of these coins that I just mentioned, right? So it's going to be Pepe, including Pepe, Whiff, Solana, Say, and everything else. So I can get myself covered into all possible scenarios and all possible narratives. So if we get any other external news that pushes a specific coin up, I want to be covered and I want to be able to gain from that. As well as this also significantly lowers the risk that comes with investing or putting all of your eggs in one basket and then being exposed to risk from one asset. But yes, that was it, guys. This was a shorter video, shorter format, but it is a simple concept to grasp. So in summary, we've got Ethereum as our large pair that we can go and trade level by level. Right now, you can kind of see a small chart, and this is all I need, by the way. This is 3 levels. This is all you need to trade. So just buy near the lows and then sell near the highs. I know it sounds super simple, but I have weekly streams on Surge explaining why I do what I do and how I make these levels work. This is one of the simplest trading strategies that is available right now, and there's a lot of refinement that went into this to get it to work. But if you want to learn more, Surge is our group, and I host weekly live streams there. We have regular Q&As, and you can always ask me in the chats. I'm very responsive there. But yes, Ethereum, very easy to trade. And then we're going to the other pairs. Solana is literally like Ethereum. If Ethereum isn't pushing regular price action or for some reason is undervalued due to current news, for example, Solana is going to be your next go-to. Solana, as I said, the main thing about it is that it is a very strong performer. It doesn't really dip too much. When the crypto market dips, it tends to hold strength, especially right now because there are a lot of buyers. But yes, this is also a very nice coin to trade with a specific bias or direction. So if you're betting that it goes up for a long time, then that's a good trade. But for short term, I'm not really looking into this. Next, as I said, Say and Sui. Mainly Say though, also very directional, very high time frame. I don't really like to trade scalps on this, but swings, for example, as soon as it breaks out from this, I'd like to go in for longs, and I like to hold them for weeks. And then obviously we've got Pepe and Whiff, which are the volatile pairs that we like to squeeze that volatility out of and take as much money out of these as we can. But anyways, that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. You can reach all my analysis and every single piece of knowledge that I post and curate for you guys at Surge Notify, and peace.